Hi guys, and welcome to this reading. And this reading is gonna be all about complimenting you. It's gonna be a compliment shower. I'm just gonna have a look at the card and just say everything positive that comes to my mind and my intuition, anything that I can see, hear, or feel that you are, that makes you so special, that people are attracted to you, that people want to have you in their life, and also how people, like random people who barely know you or don't know you at all, perceive you. So what is great about you? I'm gonna ask you to choose a pair of sunglasses. This is a brown tortoise. I don't know how to say that word. Tortoise, turtle color pair of sunglasses. This is baby blue, this is white, and this is red. This one is a real vintage pair, and the other ones are just random sunglasses. So this is gonna be number one. Brown, it's called brown or turtle. 2 blue, 3 white, and 4 red. If anyone knows how to pronounce that word, I'll take the phonetic. Okay, number one, I'm afraid of it. Brown. Okay. The first thing that jumps into this reading is that you are a super strong, reliable person. Like, even when things gets tough and hard and heavy, you keep on going, you keep on moving forward. You never stop. You're very, very tenacious. You are always right, or you always seem to be right, or you always fight for what you stand. You always speak up your mind. You're not afraid to just send people off and tell them when they're wrong. You really speak your mind, and that's something that a lot of people appreciate, because they know that if you disagree or if you don't like them, then you will tell them to their face. You will not, you will not sneak around behind their back to talk shit, basically. I also hear that you're very physically attractive. I feel like you might have very, very soft hair, or there's something about you physically that's very elegant, almost like other timey, like maybe you have some kind of beauty, whether you're male or female or whatever. You have a type of beauty that is not of this time, that's almost either timeless or from another time. Like, you know how some people just remind you of a Renaissance painting, or some people just remind you of something else, something that's out of this world. You know how some people have almost like an alien shaped face, and I feel like you have that type of beauty that's really delicate and special, but at the same time you are very strong, confident, at least for your words, and just a strong person overall. You always seem to provoke luck, not attract it, because I was gonna say you seem to attract luck, and then I hear provoke it. You're the type of person that'll be like, okay, let's not just stay home in our mood and stay home in our sadness. Let's go outside. What can we do? Do you want to go out? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do something else? It's fine. Like you have this way of making people happy. It's like you're that person who can be like, if somebody comes to you with a problem, they're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna, like, for example, if you're in school and you have a friend that comes towards you and be like, oh, I cannot do my science homework, it's too hard, I don't like the teacher. And you know what, like, you can tell that it's not that it's really too hard, but it's just that they don't put a lot of energy into it, they don't put a lot of efforts into it, then you're gonna be like, oh, don't worry, I'll do it. But really, you're a big bitch for not doing it by yourself. Now stop whining, I'll just do it, let's just go out. I feel like you're that type of person. Like, you speak your mind, but you get stuff done, and then you just, once the bad stuff is done, then you're here for the fun. And then when all of that is done, you are not afraid of being alone. And it's just like, you come across to me as somebody very, very healthy in relationships and within yourself. So I feel like sometimes you take a lot of other people's business. You see how a witch is supposed to have one broom and this witch has like a million brooms. It's because you did your friend's homework and you did your homework and now you're exhausted. So every once in a while you need some very special me time, and you really value your alone time. You're not afraid to be alone, and so people know that when you accept to hang out with them, it's because you value them. It's because you value your time with them, and not because you don't want to be alone. I have an image right now that comes to my mind that you're also the type of person that will turn off their cell phone if you decide to hang out with your friend. Like, let's say you go have lunch or coffee with a friend, you're not going to be on your phone the whole time. You're not going to snap the whole meal. You're not going to take pictures for Instagram. No, you're going to put your phone away. You're going to turn it off, well, obviously you're not going to turn it off, but you're going to, put it on silent and put it in your bag or in your pocket or whatever. Put it away and just focus 100% on your friend, what they have to say. But when that's over, you want to be alone. That's what I was saying. Random act of kindness. You're going to do your friend's homework. You're going to hold the door for an old lady, carry their groceries. You don't know them, but you're going to give a coin to a homeless person. What do I say, a coin? Like, I say a coin because in my head it's like, back in euros, but really it's like in dollars. You're probably gonna give like a 10 or a 20. I just feel like you're the type of person. I'd be like taking your coat off your own shoulders to give it to other people. Like, you're really not afraid of giving off yourself to others. You're sharing. But if somebody goes too far, you're not afraid to send them off. You're not afraid of your opinions. But you're kind, and people appreciate that. You're kind and honest. You pay a lot of attention to details. And I feel like you have a creative side. If not creative, like a crafty. There's something that you do very, very well. And you're so passionate about it that you really go into putting extra efforts to make sure everything is perfect. And people admire that about you. Like, it's something that they find really admirable, that you really put extra efforts into it. They find that it's absolutely fascinating. It's sort of if you're in business, people are probably like take all my money, because what you do is really special. We put a lot of love into it. And again, there's some assertiveness about you. Like, people are low-key afraid of you, I guess, but not in a bad way, more in a she's nice, he's nice, whatever you is. But if you mess around with them, then you'll get the lecture, if that's what it is. People look at you, I feel, and be like, that person could have done a lot of things. And it's true, you could have done a lot of different things with your life. I feel like you could have been successful doing a lot of different things, but I feel like you picked something that you're very passionate about, and you really doing your best possible work within it. And I see that people see you as somebody very successful. They see you as successful. And I feel like you are. And if you are not, if you feel like you're not, just know that other people see you like that. Other people see you as somebody successful. The universe sees you as somebody successful. And success is not always about, it can be, but it's not always about money. It's more about somebody successful at life. I feel like this is what it means, because you're very generous, but you're not letting people completely abuse you. A little bit, but not completely. You know how to put a limit. You know how to create your own luck. You know how to build your own luck. You're good at a lot of different things, but you were able to pick one that you wanted to go with and really build solid foundation with it. And you do it so well, people admire you for it. You know, the precision you put into it. And you're very generous. Like, this is what comes out the most out of this. Beautiful. You guys are people I want to hang out with. I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out with you, right? Feel like you're good at a lot of things, always motivated to do stuff, always motivated to also have some time alone and be healthy about it. Please let me know if you recognize yourself in this reading. That's really, really meaningful to me, and how you felt hearing those compliments. Did you know I was gonna say this about you? Were you expecting something else? Did you feel flattered, or did you feel like low-key offended? Did you feel like you are that person I described? I don't know. How did you feel? Let me know, please. Leave me a comment. Number 2. Let's see who you are as a person. I feel like you're somebody who knows how to provoke their own luck. You are very good at taking care of yourself and somehow always manage to get what you want. I feel like you're a power manifester. And people see it. And they respect you for it. And, oh, that's weird. Like, besides the fact that you are quite successful and you kind of get whatever you want to get, you get it all the time. Like, you really always have what you want, but yet you always try to get more. You're very ambitious. And I feel like people admire you for it, because a lot of people, when they reach a certain level of life, they just don't want to put any more work. They just want to enjoy it. They just want to settle for this. But you're not. Like, you're not settling for anything. You just keep on trying to get more. You always want more. You don't enjoy this. you just keep on working really hard to get to the next level, to get that next best thing that you want. Somehow you're being perceived as a motherly figure, someone who's there to feed and protect. And you could be a guy, by the way. You could be a guy and totally be perceived as somebody who's very caring and nurturing and kind of close to nature, and somebody that's really in tune with their emotions. It's like I feel like you let your heart drive you, and you might as well be a family person. But I feel like not everybody sees that about you. I feel like the first thing people see of you is this successful, low-key cold person who's never happy with anything. Like, okay, this sounds negative, but it's not. Like, it's not that you're never happy. It's like you always try to get more. You, like, not greedy, but like a builder. Like somebody that's not like Bob the Builder, like a builder, like somebody who tries to build an empire. It's really hard to listen and talk at the same time because I hear like a lot of things in my head. Okay. So the first thing that people see of you is that you are ambitious and successful, right? The second thing they see of you is that you always try to get to the next level. You're very driven. And the third thing they see of you is that you have emotions. So not everybody's going to see the third layer. See? I feel like you've been blessed with good relationships as well. Or at least you're very giving in relationships. I feel like the deeper we get into you, the more you're a generous person. But to the outside world, you're kind of a don't mess with me. And I don't think that's a bad thing because I feel like the deeper I'm getting, the more sensitive you are. Might be a water sign because I see a lot of ocean. Yeah, I feel like deep down there's been some kind of trauma, some kind of lack, something that you feel you've been wronged about. And that makes you deep. Like for some reason, people who meet you for the first time don't see this about you, but you're actually a deep person. You came from this. You came from hurt and pain and maybe poverty and lack, but you built yourself up all the way to the top. And you don't even settle for this. You could be bragging right now, but you're not. You keep on working. And that people find extremely attractive. Because it is amazing when somebody, it's like, I feel like a lot of people admire you. At least the people who you let see this part of you. I feel like you should be telling your story because it's very, very inspiring. I feel like you're always down to have a good time. You're always down to celebrate the next step. You still take the time to be with your people. Be with the ones that matter. And enjoy good things in life, but especially like you probably like to party, and if you do, you really like to dress up very nicely. This is coming out like in several cards, like you really like to dress nicely, like you're probably into fashion and have your own personal sense of style as well. You have you're somebody who likes to be fair. You like when things are fair to everyone. And I think this is coming from the fact that you haven't always been in the best place in your life. You remember how it feels to be there. You remember how it feels to not be living your best life. And so when you see other people in the same situation, you want to do something about it. You want to help. You never forget where you come from. Even if you don't always show it, like, at least I feel like we're deep down in the stuff that you don't show no one. And this is just like, you're more even willing to share your story with people than to admit the fact that you like to have fun because you want to show how hardworking you are, or how much of a, I don't know, of a serious badass person you are. And you feel like when you're partying, it doesn't really show how badass you are. It just shows how, it just shows like almost a kind of irresponsible vibe about you. But this is the thing where that you don't even want to show people, is that you have a heart and you care a lot, and you have this craving for justice for yourself and for others. So if somebody wronged you, you're probably deep down craving justice. But it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Like, so the fact that you're craving justice is actually a beautiful thing. It is the fact that you still believe in helping people, and it is beautiful, and you should show more of that. I feel like you're hiding it a little too much. And the last thing that's really, really great about you is that your love taking risk. And again, you don't want to show that. You want to show that you're this person who's always making the right decisions, who's always in control of everything, that always knows what they're doing. But you don't know what you're doing. You're just filled with faith. You just believe in something. You follow your heart, and you go for it, not being sure, but trusting. I feel like you're surrounded by luck because you're so trusting and you're so believing. And you know it. Somehow there's a spiritual side to you that just knows how to manifest somehow. It's very morally strong, sensitive vibe about you, but you don't want people to see that. If people see that, because if people see you it's almost as if people see not your friends, but I feel like most people, like people you don't know or people in your workplace, if they see how soft and caring you are, and how sweet you are, and how careless you can be, and how, I don't know, I feel like you're afraid to show your true self, and you hide everything under this big fluffy fashion vibe that you have. It's pretty great though, but I feel like you should show yourself a little more, because you're amazing and the world deserves to see it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated with this, if you recognized yourself, please tell me about it. Please tell me how you felt while I was describing you. If you could leave me a comment, that'd be awesome. Like, did you feel like you were like that? Did you feel like those compliments, did they feel like flattering, or did they feel like maybe a little offensive, or did you feel like this is you? This is pretty amazing. Come on. I really like this reading. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Leave me a thumbs up if you resonated. Also, if you want to see more pick a card videos, I have more on my channel. And if you want a private reading, if you ever want a private reading, you can send me a message on Instagram if you want, or you can check out in the description. I probably have an explanation by the time this video is posted on where to go and what to do if you need a private reading, because I'm going to start doing that. And if you're in the LA area, send me a message because we can do it in person. I'm in the West Side. Here we go. For group number 3, the white one. You mentioned me. Okay. So let's discover what is great about you. Wow. You seem to have everything falling in place in your life. I feel like you're a great manifester. I feel like you seem to have everything, at least to other people. But I feel like you have everything. You have love, you have family, you have loyalty, you have money. Or at least you have a good home. This is great. I feel like you believe in people. And that's pretty great about you, is that you do believe in people. You also have a lot of different talents. You do, somehow, you do make a lot of money, or you do have a lot of money. You're also really great at like taking care of yourself. So you make me think of like those wealthy people, and they take such good care of themselves because they invest a lot in wellness. And I feel like that is who you are, or at least how you're perceived. Or your potential. Like somehow you come across as a very wealthy or good looking person. Good looking in the sense like you look fresh, you know? You always take a lot of care of yourself, and you always look fresh. I don't know how to say that. It's like always put together. That's what I mean. You can make quick decisions that are always the right ones. For some reason, you always know where you're going. You always know what to do. And people admire that about you a lot. I feel like there's a part of you that's like never satisfied with how much you have, and you always try to get more, but in a very like smart way. Like I feel like you're very sharp-minded. You can be very good at protecting yourself and your loved ones. I feel a male energy in this, but it could be a lot of females who are like, could be a mother, but could be also like a young person who doesn't know yet that they're a mother, but have maybe like a loving family. I feel like this is, you're good at protecting what you have and protecting who you have, and good at making decisions. Yeah, you always know where you're going. You go in places. That's what I always say. Every time I see this card, that's what I have in mind. It's like you're going places. Yeah, you're really good at manifesting. Really great manifester, really protective soul. Almost like a fatherly figure. Almost, yeah. You're somebody that takes a lot of care of themselves, what they have, and who they have in their lives. You're somebody that's very admired. Almost can attract miracles, you know. It seems like things go so well for you and people don't really see how much you work for it. I feel like, yeah, they don't see the work behind all the beautiful things that you have. But it's okay. It's like you have what you need. You have what you love. And if somebody is just coming with bad intentions, you don't get scared. You just deal with it. I feel like you always are capable of trusting anyone or any situation. Like you just go into any new situation with a very like careless, trusting mind. But as soon as something goes wrong, you're totally capable of just like dropping it and moving out. Like you just are capable of getting yourself out of any bad situation really quickly, which goes in pair with that card. Where is it? This one. So you pretty much fear nothing. Fearless. It's crazy. Extremely successful energy that I'm getting from this. This one, I feel like you're capable of just getting a new skill out of thin air. Like you see something, you want to know how to make it, and you just study until you're capable of doing it, and then you turn it into a successful business. Like I feel like you have this incredible energy. You know what? This is my favorite reading so far. It's like, I feel like you're a person I want to know. Like, I want to get to know you. You see something and you go and you study it and then you turn it into a business. That when you see an opportunity, you're totally capable of just seizing it. And pretty much when the universe gives you a hand, you're totally grabbing it. Like you're totally capable of going. I feel like you're such a strong go-getter, but not in the way people say like go-getters running everywhere, you know, but really running in circles. No, you're like the real deal. Like you know what decisions to make, you know what opportunities to take. And I feel like the reason is also because you take a lot of care of yourself. So you're very connected to the universe. And the more you take care of yourself, the more you get from the universe. I feel like you're just so blessed. And I'm wondering if you're very religious or if you were just born blessed. I feel like there's something about you. You're just very lucky. But at the same time, you give back, like you not giving back like in terms of giving away what you have, but in terms of energy. You know how everything is an energy exchange. For example, every time I watch a pick a card video, I always try, most of the time, unless I'm like falling asleep or whatever, but most of the time I at least give a thumbs up. That's for sure, all the time. So most of the time I leave a thumbs up, and I try to leave a comment all the time because I feel like the comment is kind of my payment for the general reading. And that's the same thing, like if you want a private reading or if you want any type of work done, like every work deserves a salary. Like you need to give money, or you need to give something else in exchange. And I feel like that's what's going on in between you and the universe. Like the universe gives you a bunch of beautiful things, but you know how to act on it. You know how to develop them. You trust people. You take care of your people. You take care of yourself. You take care of your things. You protect what's precious. You follow the path. It's pretty incredible. Well, honestly, you're my favorite reading. If you resonated with this, Cecilia, sérieusement, allez, bouge, come on. Sorry about Cecilia. If you resonated with this, please tell me in the comment what you do. What's your life about? How is it like this? Because this is pretty amazing. Like, I want to get to know you guys. Also, if you want a private reading, send me a message so I can help figure that out with you. And I should have like Patreon and Etsy figured out by the time this video is up. But just let me know if you're having any trouble with that. And yeah, if you don't want to tell me your life story as a comment, you can send me a DM as well on Instagram. What else? Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more pick a card videos. You can check out on my channel. I have a whole playlist of pick a card videos. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know next time I post another one. If you enjoyed this one, or if you're curious about what I'll be doing in the future. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful life. Thanks for watching. Group number 4, the red vintage glasses. I'm not even gonna do that because I love those glasses so much. Okay. So first of all, I feel like you're somebody who's successful, but you're also very grateful. Like, you know who's been there for you, you know who helped you, and you never forget. And you show that off, like you show off your people. And that's beautiful. You're absolutely not entitled. You are a very spiritual person. You might even be a witch. You are in tune with the universe. You are also somebody who's very smart and studies a lot. There's something magic about you. That's probably how you're getting so successful. You are totally capable of moving on when somebody hurts you. Like, you're totally capable of just being like, you know what, that's not worth cursing them. Let's just move on. I feel like, yeah, you kind of have the universe on your side. I feel like you've been through stuff, but you've been able to move on, and you've been able to move to new places. You might have a talent for music. Some of you. Do some of you have purple hair? That'd be funny. I feel like you're capable of touching. If you're a musician, I feel like you're the type who's capable of touching every generation. Oh, again, you're a very strong person. Very, very strong person. Okay, this one is upside down. So you've been through a lot of pain, but you were able to move on. You were totally able to move on. And that made you who you are now. That made you part of the success. I feel like you're inspiring to someone younger. Like, people who are younger really look up to you for the craft that you're doing. So I feel like you're an artist if you're not a musician. You're definitely some kind of artist. And I feel like you've had some kind of recognition for it, some kind. Could be a lot, could be a little, because this is a general reading. But people definitely admire you for that. Maybe you've been turning all that pain into art. And that is amazing. You haven't let. You definitely made your own success happen. You make it. You still make it. Like, I don't know why I talk in the past all the time. But yeah, you used your pain into your art, and it becomes your strength and becomes a power to manifest absolutely great things. Yeah. It's like you're an artist, but you're also a little bit witchy. And if you're not witchy, you can be like just really smart and spiritual. I feel like you're also successful, so you're pretty much the whole package. And if you're not, like, if you don't see the success in your life yet, just know that it will happen. Wow, you're pretty amazing. Really, I feel like everything comes down to the strength of being able to move on when people hurt you. It's pretty incredible, because it's really hard to move on from like traumas and hurt and pain, and I love that you inspire younger people. I feel like you have a special connection with animals, and that animals somehow are attracted to you. They want to protect you, they want to help you, they want to distract you when you're sad. They're never too far. I feel like if you do have some kind of psychic gift, is being able to communicate with animals. They're somehow really attracted to you. I feel like you have a high vibration, although everybody, at least a lot of people, try to bring you down. But see, here we have the writing, the painting, the music. So you might be successful for one of those three things, or you might be capable of doing all three. You might be a writer, a screenwriter, a filmmaker, a painter, a sculptor, a musician, a singer. You're a true artist, like the real deal that does know how to do everything. I feel like you might be a lot into fashion as well, because there's so much different outfits. I feel like you do like to dye your hair different colors. It just keeps on coming on me. I see a lot of people around you. Might be success coming on social media. Maybe you're doing art on social media. Maybe YouTube. But I feel like you have something in real life. We have some real concrete success, because you're self-made. That's what I see. Really self-made. I feel like you didn't get much help. I feel like you didn't come from having a lot and having help. Sounds like you're a pretty amazing person. Really, really amazing. I want to see your art. Please comment or send me a link. I definitely want to know if you resonated to this. If you can send me information, a comment, a DM, whatever. I want to know if you resonated with this and how you felt hearing the reading. That's really what I want to know. And if you want to tell me what you do and who you are and what your story is, I really want to hear it. Please leave a thumbs up if you resonated, and if you want to see other pick a card videos, I have a whole playlist on my channel. Also, if you want a private reading to get a little more into details about this question or another one, I'm setting up stuff at the moment. By the time the video comes out, it should be done, so it should be in the description down below. But if you don't find what you're looking for, please send me a DM, so I can guide you into getting a reading. Or if you're in the LA area and you do want a reading, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to get notifications next time I post. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful life, no matter if I see you again or not. Thanks for watching. Much love.